8:05 on the Fan, and a very good Monday afternoon to you. Benigno and Roberts filling in once again for Mike Francesa. 877-337-6666 is the phone number. Carrying you right through to about 6:20 or so. The schmoozer, Stevie Summers, will come your way. Sal Licata, Greg Goodgolly, Giannotti on the other side of the glass. Bro, I am just totally disgusted today. I just there's no other way to say it. You want me to come on here today and just go nuts? I'm nutsed out. I really am.
Well, how can you be nutsed out? This game didn't just slap you in the face for 5,000 times?
I am so disgusted, number one, with myself for being a fan of this disgusting franchise for now 45 years. I'm disgusted with myself for that, number one. I am so sick and tired of watching this team every year. It just doesn't change. I know I sound like a broken record. I know I do. But, I mean, this game that we saw yesterday, how many times have we seen this game? How many times have we seen this football team with everything to play for against a team that is playing for nothing, that was eliminated the night before from making the playoffs, come out and just, the bed? And everybody gets blamed for this disgrace yesterday. The quarterback stunk. The offense couldn't run the ball. I thought the play calling at times by Schottenheimer, I've had enough of him. It's time for him to go, was terrible. You can't even get a field goal off. Kellen Clemens, who should be cut, I've had enough of him. Can't even hold on to a snap. Philly misses a field goal all year. The guy's money. He misses a huge field goal. Then Dirth with a bad snap again. The kick gets blocked. And then the thing that maybe gets me the most aggravated, bro, and forget the fact that they dropped about 4 interceptions yesterday, but the thing that gets me more aggravated than anything is this great defense. This great defense with all these dumb statistics. They're number one in this, and they're number one in that, and they're number one in this. I'll tell you what they're number one in. Blowing games, because this is the third time this year that this great, great, great defense blows it, chokes with the game on the line. How many times? They did it against Miami. They did it against the Jaguars. They did it yesterday. Tony Gonzalez, everybody and their brother knows they're throwing the ball to the guy. Everybody. They shut him down all day. All day. They got Kerry Rhodes on single coverage all day. And then the fat coach switches the defense. What are you doing? What are you doing, Rex? And then to make it worse, he goes and says, and I know the season's over. Look, I know it. Evan knows it. Every Jet fan, every guy yesterday. And I feel bad for all my fellow Jet fans that were at that disaster yesterday. My buddy Ox, my buddy Tommy Keenan, Mikey Saul, right on down the line, that had to sit through that disgrace of a football game yesterday. And then the fat coach says the year's over. It's over. Well, it isn't over because Miami lost, the Broncos lost, and I know and everybody knows they got no shot against the Colts next week. No shot. None. I don't care who's playing quarterback. Curtis Painter or whoever. I don't care. Bonnie Pointer. It doesn't matter. They got no shot against the Colts, and I am disgusted with this franchise. 45 years I've been a fan, and it's the same nonsense all the time. All the time. I mean, I can't take it. I can't take anymore. I can't take it. I am the biggest you-know-what in the world. I really am, bro. I am the biggest. I am. No, you haven't gone through it long enough yet.
I know, but you're not the biggest.
This is the same crap every year. Every damn year. And I knew they weren't making the playoffs this year. But how do you lose to this team? They couldn't do anything yesterday. I just can't take it anymore, bro. You go ahead. Say whatever.
Well, first of all,
I'm ready to get out of here because I can't. I can't take it anymore. I'm numb.
You're not going anywhere. That's first of all.
And there's a lot of words I wish I could say, but it's a family show. I can't say it. But you know what I'm saying. And it starts all the way down from Rex all the way down. Every guy on that team yesterday deserves it because you all suck. Every one of you. Every one of you. And I'm the biggest jerk in the world. It's like chasing a girl for 45 years who keeps giving me the same nonsense over and over and over again. Over and over and over. But I'm such a fool I'm so blinded by the love or whatever it is, the infatuation, that I keep coming back for more. How much more can I take? Bro, I am so livid today and so disgusted. You know, I want to apologize to my wife, the lovely Terry, for putting up with me because and I wasn't too bad yesterday. I was trying to temper it yesterday. I went over, I saw the end of the Dolphin game. I felt good. I watched that Steeler game. I watched the Broncos yesterday blow the game to Oakland. And, I tried to stay in there and I tried to stay focused. But I just can't. It just doesn't go away. It just kind of hangs over me like a cloud, like a cancer, like a whatever you want to call it, because I can't break it. Because my heart is with this team. And I just don't know how much more my heart can take. I really mean it. I just don't know how much more. Go ahead.
Well,
say whatever you got to say.
You will be back next Sunday. All right. So as upset as you are, and we all are as Jet fans, and I think you probably expressed it for all of us in a very eloquent way, and I commend you for that. You didn't curse, which you did a lot in the office today, so you should be commended for that. But you will be back next Sunday.
Of course, because I'm a fool.
No, it's not being
a fool.
I'm a fool. No. It's loyalty. All right? That's what you are. You're a loyal fan. And unfortunately, when you root for some of these teams that, for some bizarre reason, you chose to root for, that I chose to root for as well, you get handed this horrible, you get dealt a real horrible hand. But you'll be back on Sunday. Now, I hope, and I think the one thing that you said, and I agree with a lot of things you said, is that the head coach can't call off the season.
You just can't do that.
You can't do that.
What message is that sent to your team?
Now, you're right. I know, you know, we all know the odds are this team isn't making the playoffs. Not when you don't win a game that they really should have won yesterday at Giant Stadium. There's no reason to believe they're going to beat Indianapolis up in Indianapolis. There's no reason to believe they're going to beat Cincinnati. But the mathematics tell you they're alive. And as long as they're alive, the head coach has to pipe it. The head coach can't say that. The head coach cannot say we're not making the playoffs. Now, maybe he wasn't thinking. Maybe he didn't realize what was going to happen the rest of the afternoon. Maybe he didn't think about that, but you can't be saying that. And I wholeheartedly 1,000% agree with you about what you said about this defense. Totally agree with you.
Well, they're a fraud, bro, is what they are.
They are, and you know what? I don't care what the numbers say. I don't care what they did for 58 minutes. It doesn't matter. Because yet again, when the chips were on the line, and this is not the first we're saying of this, as everybody's been anointing the defense, we've brought it up every other day. Yeah, the defense has been great, but Miami, but Jacksonville, to a degree, but not as much, but Buffalo. We brought it up.
Right.
And it continued yesterday. And we could talk about special teams. Nobody's saying we shouldn't blame Kellen Clemens or the horrible snapping or Jay Feely. Of course. Nobody's saying we shouldn't blame the quarterback. Of course we should. Nobody's saying we shouldn't blame the running game or the asinine ass-backwards penalties. But this team's identity is what? Other than choking.
Right.
What's their identity?
It's the defense.
The defense.
Right. That's
so
it.
To allow this Atlanta football team, as mediocre as they are, to march down the field with the chips on the line to convert a 3rd and 5, to convert a 3rd and 9, to have Donald Strickland commit a stupid penalty, to have Kerry Rhodes go, Ole! To have that garbage occur is not a big-time defense. It's not. It's not. So for anybody that wants to pick up the little telephone and call us up and say, oh, guys, you only allowed 10 points, I don't want to hear it either.
I don't want to hear that either. I don't want to hear that nonsense.
The defense choked. And you know
again.
You know who knows a lot about choking? We do, because we've seen a lot of it. So you are 1,000% right about the defense. I totally agree with you.